No one expects their world to end on an ordinary day. If you hear me, heed my warning. Don't make the mistakes we made. Our choices ended our world. Let ARESH be a cautionary tale, so that its ending does not become yours as well. I am Lora. I traded in truths and secrets. Sufad was my home, one of the largest of our glorious city-states.
Okay, that one wasn't mentioned
before. A glimmering
before.
oasis carved from the face of ARESH. He was a harsh master, yes, but ARESH was ours to love and curse in equal measure.
So she's talking about like the planet as like an entity. I don't know if it's literally referring to the world soul, but it may be. But you know, she sees ARESH, they see ARESH as like he.
We loved him because we survived him. ARESH never made it easy. He never gave, he tested. But we endured, we built. What he didn't give, we created with grit and cunning. Bled for every triumph, and held our heads high despite every step costing us. We endured, thrived, but no creation of the ARESH could prepare us for what came for ARESH itself. Every ARESH saw it happen, frozen in place, as if time simply stopped.
Yeah, and that's a very interesting thing because again, when Xal'atath speaks to Queen Neferes, it is almost like time stopped. Very interesting, and I've said this before, but in quests like the High Mountain, I think it was the High Mountain Tauren, recruitment quest, there's a portion where we like dip into the void, and when we come back out, like the sun and like the moon, the sun goes up and goes back down, almost like a whole fucking day had passed in the few moments that we were in the void. And so it feels like in the void, time is basically like almost not moving. And that's really scary.
The skies we knew, our beloved saffron, blood orange skies.
Yeah.
Consumed,
orange and red.
Swallowed whole. What replaced it wasn't sky. It was something wrong. Starless. Watching. Hungry. ARESH would soon never feel the kiss of sun or starlight again. Time dissolved into that darkness.
Time
Each
dissolved
day
into
swallowed
it.
by a silence so deep, it frayed the edges of our minds. We could not foresee what awaited us. But in our bones, we knew our beloved ARESH was dying. And if we wanted to survive, we had to change. Whether we wanted to or not. Even now, with ARESH long gone, swallowed and forgotten, grief still clings to all that remained. It never lets go. It outlived our world.
Oh, yeah, they're suffering and grief, outliving their very world, dude. My goodness, man.
We whispered rumors like they were prayers, as if spoken softly enough, they wouldn't come true. But the sky kept changing. The storm kept growing. Not rain, not wind.
Darkness.
Just shadow. Writhing, boiling, watching. Our leaders acted, erecting radiant barriers of arcane energy that shimmered against the encroaching dark. We flocked beneath those barriers, abandoning our city and all we loved behind. The immense pressure of shadow fell like unending sleet. We ARESH safe, only so long as the arcane light endured.
Man, they keep making references to this arcane light. But again, this light is fucking irradiating them. Like, this cannot be a good thing. There has to be a better way, not using the arcane to brave the darkness. And I really think that the answer to this question is the sacred flame. Like, that's what the War Within has been building towards tremendously. It's like, we're not going to erect arcane barriers to save us. We need to fucking find the flame, find this inner light, and fucking bring light to the darkness. Like, It's like the Lamplighter's whole thing. And the lessons taught to us by the unassuming kobolds. Keep your fucking candle close. We're gonna need flame for this. Because, like, the arcane is not gonna do it. If there's anything to take from Koresh, it's that this didn't fucking work. So we cannot do this again. It does not work. We must find a different way. And I really feel that that is going to be done through things like the Sacred Flame. A light within us, an ember that refuses to go out. Paladin main class fantasy peaking with holy fire. Fuck yes, dude. Yes. And I believe that, I think Paladin has got a shitload of love this expansion, especially Ret Pally, which has things like fucking Wake of Ashes, Burning Crusade. Like, these are talents that Ret Paladin actually has. So when you think about Sargeras, Burning Crusade, like, dude, guy summons a fucking sword out of light. Like, okay, dude. It's insane. Blade of Justice type shit.
The barriers held, and with them, our fragile hope. We hung all hopes on the shields. We clung to them like drowning souls to driftwood. Defiant eyes, gazing back at the abyss as the barriers held back the void. The shields staved off the storm. But their unimaginable cost came due long after the false hope remained. It began with a few of us, marred skin paired with an easy lie to explain. Others soon showed the signs of the affliction. Eventually, flesh thinned, bones ached, and skin was scorched on every Kareshi. The wasting. It was called many things at first. It was just a name, clinical, distant. But now it stings like prophecy. We began to wrap ourselves in bandages, not just to protect, but to preserve what remained. Where once vibrant robes flowed, bindings coiled instead. What was left of our bodies soon appeared like living ghosts. We bought time and called it salvation. The hope we were fed. The lie, wrapped in promises, would prove crueler than the entity that consumed our world.
Brutal.
Our world.
Brutal. All right, and then the third one. What they did to themselves they consider crueler than even Dimensius. Fuck me.
Tazavesh reeked of panic and poultices, of voices hoarse from prayers unanswered, until the day no Kareshi will ever forget. We gathered in the streets to hear the words of Salhadar, to learn the wisdom of our new High King, to what remained of his people. His words were not guidance. They were a sentence, a spark thrown on dry kindling. Locust Walker was the reason we suffered. Unity is swift when fear finds a scapegoat.
Yup.
And yet, Locust Walker slipped the noose. The thought eats at me more than the wasting ever did. In the end, there was no escaping the doom that came to Karesh. Not for him, not for Karesh, not for any of us. Starving for absolution, we followed Salhadar. Our High King promised salvation, but his first act was not benevolent. It was betrayal. There were no warnings, no time for farewells, just time to watch everything end. The screams of our loved ones drowned beneath the grinding chorus of the deactivated shields. The skies cracked open and bled oblivion onto Karesh. Soon, all was unmade. Some said Salhadar broke under the weight of our inescapable end in days thereafter. Others whispered he was promised power in exchange for his people.
I wonder who would have made that fucking deal.
The truth belongs to the historians to debate. But none would argue that the shadows he unleashed upon us claimed all Karesh. And the skies have not stopped falling for its children since.
Fucking betrayer, dude. Man, this guy's the fucking worst, dude. Oh, yeah, and I would imagine that very similarly to Xal'atath whispering in the ear of Ansurek, I would not be surprised if that too happened with Salhadar. Fucking piece of shit. Yeah, and this has been like a message discovered from the void. These are like some secret things that people found together. These are fucking sick. I love that Blizzard did these. These are fucking awesome.